for Capricorns. So I split the energies of male and female, and then we try and suss out the obstacles that may be in your path here. So hopefully this will illuminate that and help you to move forward. So the first card I get for the Capricorns is support. So, you know, you may be feeling supported. You may be a support to someone else, or you may be in need of support. As we move on here, the next card I get is travel. I feel like there's a very fast pace to these Capricorns. They're on the move, right? So they're moving forward, and the next card is discovery. So there's things that they're seeking out and they're learning along the way, and I don't feel that they understand or they're initially going in to learn the lesson. I feel that they're just going in to suss things out, get what they want out of it. But nonetheless, I feel like the support card is coming more from a universal standpoint here. I feel like the universe is in support of the direction you're going to suss these things out. And even though you're headed there to get your answer, you will gain the universal answers along the way. So that's okay. You know, whatever route we have to take, we're just going to take it, and you're going in the right direction, so that's a good thing. The next card I get is sleep. So sleep is usually an indicator of not being aware, not being conscious of every decision that we're making. Again, the feeling that I'm getting here about going in a direction, not necessarily guided by our intuition, but going there nonetheless, right? Just happen to be on the same page as the universal energies. The next card we get is power. So over the discovery, right? And the discovery is going to be along the way, along your journey. You're going to have some epiphanies that are really going to stand out to you. Things that are going to be discovered that you did not initially sense to find out, or want to find out, but you will find out, and it will be very valuable to you. So these are the things. Now, once you make those discoveries, you will be empowered, right? The power is going to come to you, and you will have a lot more tools at your disposal for the direction that you're going, that you want to go in. You'll have more tools and be more effective in that way than you ever thought you could have been going, from A to B in the way that you were when you first initially took off in this direction. Now, whether it's romance, life, career, or anything, just life in general, there's things that you're going after, and along the way you're going from A to B, and there's A1, A2, A3 that the universe is sticking in there, and they're there to illuminate things to you, to make you more aware, and you're going to discover those things even though that wasn't your plan. Now we end up at love. So it seems like the area that you're coming from is really in search of love and going in the direction that you're headed. So it may be after a partner. You're running after this partner, and you're going to make some discoveries along the way. You may find that you're going after a partner that refuses you, but you learn some lessons along the way that are very valuable for your next relationship. Or you go in a direction and you receive a partner that is very bold and very, straightforward and honest, more honest than maybe you've gotten, and you're getting tools that you can use to solidify that as you continue forward, things like that. So really the pyramid here is all about love, but there's a sense of being unaware at this point, though I feel like you're going to start to tinge into things in the beginning of the spring, like we're the reading's running here from December of 17 to January, February, March of 18. And I feel like on the latter end of that, you're going to be more aware. I mean, we're not completely enlightened in this area, but we're going to be more aware of decisions we make and why we make them, more than we are when we started this process. And I feel like we're this is not a new energy for the Capricorns. They're kind of searching for love and maybe for a little while here, and not quite hitting the right spot. So that's really what's going on. I want to expand a little more. I kind of ran through this quite quickly. The travel, be aware of any travel that you take. I mean, the holidays are here, so you may come across a possible love scenario here that you didn't count on. It may be counter-directional to where you were looking. You know, there may be something come out of the blue that is of a good potential for you to gain more skills in the love area. And I'm saying that in a spiritual kind of way. I think there's a depth here that needs to be reached for these Capricorns in order to move forward with intent and powerful intent as well, and potent intent. Something that's going to gain you some points with the next one, right? Because I'm getting a sense, I'm thinking I'm picking up on an essence of a reading in the past where it was kind of like we were in tester mode, you know, we're just testing out a few of, you know, demos. We're demoing a few things here. We're not quite hitting anything, and not that we were zoning it like it's, you know, the next one's going to be the one, but we're just testing things out to see really what we like, what we want, and what we are headed for. So it seems like the support is really the universal energy pushing you in a direction that you need to go. But there's some things that, as of this point here, you know, December, January, we may not be aware of why exactly that is, but we're going in that direction and we need to feel powerful. So there's a discovery along the way through that connection that helps you deal with these things better. So hopefully that irons out. Like I said, it's a little bit of a mixed match here of what's going on, but definitely in the romance area. Now, I took tarot cards to kind of accentuate a situation, and we have the Six of Wands, and that comes up, you know, it's a victory card, and it's also a shield. So we have a sense of victory here, and I feel that this shield is really the Capricorn male not truly seeing why it is they want what they want. So if they're looking for that perfect partner, they're seeing it physically maybe and not going deep enough. I'm not too sure exactly. I feel like the road trip here is what counts, because on the way to getting there, the journey to you know, testing out all these, test driving all these people to see which one fits, I think that's really going to bring out some of the true essence of why and what you want. Because I feel like there's a gap here in really what you want. You don't know what you want yet, so we really have to get that clicked in to something that really energizes you. You're not quite sure what that is. So that barrier is of success nonetheless. And the power is looking at the Six of Wands. You know, there's success in power. There is. But we have to make sure that we discover in the love area, there's, you know, it can be a tender trap. So there's success here looming in the background, but beware of a shell that you're you know, closing off to certain things. And I feel it's not necessarily, well, it could be emotions as well to your partner. You're not being open emotionally, fully, completely. You know, you may be, what do they call that? Emotionally uninvolved. So you have to open that up in order to gain any headway. But also, I feel it's kind of the lessons and the inner insight that the universe wants to give to you, you're kind of blocked off to that for a little bit. Now, the next card I get is the Ten of Cups, which is that family card. So we may have some Capricorn males here that are ready to settle down. They're ready for the family, to start a family, to continue a family, to you know, get a partner and just be a family, that kind of thing. They're just really wanting that at this point. It's very much paramount to the energy that they're carrying. The next card I get is the Three of Pentacles. So in this deck, it symbolizes an artistic flair and creativity that we don't want to lose here, which is, I feel like the Capricorn male has to be a little more creative in the ways that he reaches out for love. But it's also the Apprentice card. You know, the Three of Pentacles can really symbolize gaining knowledge in a certain area, and I feel like this is very much the case. We need to gain knowledge in the workings of trying to create a family in order to create the success, right? And along the way, there's lessons here that we've been avoiding or not taking note of completely, or enveloping completely, that we have to really be aware of. And there's that part of it is pretty high. Next to the love is the love, and then the sleep, and then the support. So the universe is on the other end, trying to wake you up a little bit in that one area, and the other area is just focused on gaining the love, getting the love. So we got to open that viewfinder up a little bit to encompass life in general and lessons, and then reroute those back into your love sector. And then we have love, power, and discovery. So there's quite a bit of power that comes from the discovery of these lessons, and we don't need we need to not underplay that. We need to look and search for that. And I don't think at this point you're just not looking for it, not searching for it, not seeing the need for it. So hopefully you come across something that inspires the need for that. And like I said, the universe is there instinctively trying to get you to see that, whispering in your ear, don't forget about this, or keep this in account, or that kind of thing. So hopefully you listen to that and it helps you out. We went through the 3 tarot cards. Now going back here, I pulled one of them for you, and that's usually something to give up or to accentuate. And then I have a fortune card which expands on that. So the power of surrender card I got for you is surrender to the magic of who you are. We all have magic in us, even in the mundane aspects of life. Remember that you are a magical being with the uniqueness and worth that came from just being you. So that's a lot of, I think, expanding on the fact that we kind of have to figure out who we are before we can know who we want to have for us. And I think that's kind of part of the missing pieces here. We have to really understand how magical we are to the universe in order to pick the perfect partner, and then to want the perfect partner. We're just going to naturally want what accentuates, but we have to understand who we are first to do that. The next card I get is the fortune card, and it is the angel. It says your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. And that's really an expansion of the support system here. That's really validation of the support system. We got everybody just pushing you to go in the right way. And not only, I think you're going in the right way, I think you just have to be aware of the whole scope of thing. You got a vision like this, and we got to open it up to like this and see where everything fits in it. Everything is interchangeable, not just in one aspect of life. It's not just work, focus. It's not just love, focus. We need to open focus, love, and work. It's all open. We need to open it up, because I'm seeing a very limited view here that is just like the scope that goes this way, and we need to just open it up, relax a little bit, and let all those energies in. And part of that is discovering who you are. I think is very key to going through this process of finding a mate without chaos ensuing, because I think until we get a hold of what it is that we are truly, we can't find a puzzle piece until we're carrying one. Like you can grab any piece and it can sit on the table, but until you have a piece yourself to fit, you can't figure out what's going to go there, right? So that's what's going on here. We need to figure out our puzzle piece so we can add to it. And that's really what I think is missing here, is we just haven't found our puzzle piece yet. So we need to go in there, do that, and go forward. And the universe is going to help you along the way. You're not going to be completely lost. I think it'll be okay. We just need to start doing that. Start opening the expanse a little bit, bring life in the mix and relax a little bit, because I do feel an intensity. We may have some men here that are in the age group where they're feeling like time's running out, tick, 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 So don't let that guide you. Don't let that guide you, because that brings blunders. It brings about things that can trip us up when we limit ourselves to time and space and all of that. We just have to open things, relax on things, and let the inspiration come where it may, and that will absolutely help you, because they are pushing to get heard. So and they are making their way through. There's support here. We just have to kind of wake up and be aware of it. So that is the reading for the Capricorn male for the winter. Canada, we're talking here winter, but December of 2017 into January, February, March of 2018. So hopefully that helps you along your path, bring some awareness to, where you're going, what you're headed for here. So over the Christmas season, if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Stay safe, take care, be kind, and have fun.